again, and I'm going to give something else a go in the air fryer. I don't know if it's going to be easier doing this in the oven, but I just really want to try it in the air fryer. So I'm going to be making cupcakes. So first of all, I'm just going to make a simple cake batter. So if you don't know how to do this, I will show you now. So it's 175 grams of room temperature butter, and you mix this together with 175 grams of caster sugar. So you just mix that up with a spoon. Once the sugar and butter are mixed together, you add 3 eggs. And also half a teaspoon of baking powder and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you mix that all in together. And then finally, you sift in 150 grams of self-raising flour. And then you just keep mixing this until it's smooth. There we go, there's the batter. So we're going to be putting this into silicone moulds. So we have some silicone moulds. So for this, I'm going to follow the recipe and keeping the temperature at 180 degrees. So I'm preheating the air fryer now. It says for about 20 minutes, but I don't think it will take that long. So we're going to keep testing it. So I'm just going to fill up some of the silicone moulds. They are quite small, so I think just a tablespoon of batter. Maybe a little bit more. I think we'll start off like that. The good thing is, because we can't do them all at once, we're going to be able to do some trial and error. So as soon as the oven's heated, we shall put them in and see what happens. Right, that's heated up. Now let's get these in. Right, so let's try it for 5 minutes and see what happens. So that's been 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. Let's stick a skewer in and see. They're not done, but they're browning, so I think we need to turn the temperature down. So I'm going to go back in and we're going to turn the temperature down to do it 160 because they've already been on, and we'll give it a couple of minutes and see what happens. Now let's see how we're going. So that's been 10 minutes altogether. That's coming out clean now. So I'm going to get these out. And I think tongs will be the best approach for this. So I'm going to go in with another 4. And this time we're going to go at 170. There we go, 170. And we'll have a look after 5 minutes and see what's going on at that temperature. Okay, that's 5 minutes. Let's see what's going on. Oh, they're looking better. Let's have a skewer. Yeah, they're still not. They're not done, but they're not looking as brown as they did before. So let's go back in and do it for another 5. Alright, that's 10 minutes. Let's get the skewer in. Let me try. I don't know if I wiped it off first. Let's try again. That is looking good to me. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's get these ones out. So I think that's right. So we have 170 degrees for 10 minutes. So let's finish all this off now, and then we'll try and make them look pretty. So for the very last batch, I have finished off the batter, but I have filled the cases because this batter was supposed to make 12. We already have 16 and this is what's left over, so I'm going to try and make them a lot bigger. Let's see what happens with the big ones. See how the big ones turned out after 10 minutes. Let's see. I think they need a couple more minutes. Yeah, let's put them back in for 2 minutes. So 12 minutes on the big ones. Yeah, they're done all the way through. Okay, so here's the final product. We've got the 2 big ones here, and then these 3 are the first batch, and there's all the rest of them. Now what I need to do is fancy these up before I take them into work. So to do that, I'm going to make some butter icing. So I have got 150 grams of butter at room temperature, and I'm going to chop this up. I should have done this already, but I didn't. There we go. And I have 300 grams of icing sugar. Now I'm going to put about half of this in. Yeah, that's about half. And then I'm going to mix this together. I'm going in with a whisk. I don't know if this will work, but let's give it a go. Oh, I need something else in there. I need 2 tablespoons of milk. There we go. Now let's try and give this a mix around. Right, now I'm going to add a little drop of vanilla extract, and the rest of the sugar. And let's mix this in. Now this is seeming just a little bit dry, so we're going to add another tablespoon of milk. Let's see what happens. Watch the camera. And there we have butter icing. So I think the best way that I'm going to be able to serve these, because everybody wanted butter icing and jam, so I'm just going to take one of these and cut it where the top starts. And then I'm going to spread this with some jam, stick the top on, and then cover it in icing. Okay, so I've sliced these all open. And like I said, I'm just going to put a little bit of strawberry jam. It's plain old, reduced sugar, strawberry jam. There's enough sugar in this already. So just put a little bit in. And then replace the top. Then I put the butter icing into a piping bag. Now I have zero artistic skills, so, and I don't have a lot of this for all of these, so I'm just gonna do a little swirl around. There. So I'm going to try and do that with all of them, and let's see what I end up with. Okay, there is the end result, all boxed up, ready to take to work. So I hope these go down well. I told you I'm not very artistic, so that is the best that I can do.